Welcome, everyone, to Pitbull Stadium, not far from Miami and the home of the FIU Panthers. And today, this fan base eager to show everyone what the Panthers' home field advantage is all about. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. Fair catch, called for and made. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Gets set, first down. Back to the ground game on the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. He wants to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Quarterback keeper. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. That was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got his man in the back of the end zone, but he was a little too far out of the back. It's incomplete. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. A first down for the offense. The give to the left side. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver shows motion. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. FIU pushing tempo. Leaves it with the back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's right on target. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. Brown wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner goes down. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play.
And down he goes back at the 3.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 14, Florida International.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On fourth down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass, they rolled the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was calling the Hogs in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 14 to Auburn. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering.
He uncorks one deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Got room at the 35. Oh, look out. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Florida International. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. Running to the left. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Small. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He's looking on the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground.
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Irish. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. Listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll call for the fair catch here. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start. He's going up top. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, FIU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any free. Coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish back on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to run for it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you try to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the big fella. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
With jet sweep pass. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot. You
immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close at the line of scrimmage.
Looking downfield, it's small. A shot toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Brown will throw it. And the pass is intercepted. He didn't get a lot on the return, but, man, he set his offense up at the 30.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy 1st down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Direct snap. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the 2nd half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this?
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Oh, it's a reverse. A A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Well, it's an area of the field where you have to be able to run the football, and there's a lot of different ways to do that. You can do it conventionally, handing it off to running backs, or, David, get the receivers involved, jet sweeps and reverses.
Yeah, and get it to a really fast guy moving full speed. It's a really good way to get to the edge and not have to worry about having a lost yardage play. Get it to a fast...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
Pulled down for the tackle.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David.
Touchdown, Irish! And the stomping has commenced. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Florida International, 14.
And he'll bring it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. FIU pushing tempo.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it. Delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. Shakes off the defender. Now the toss. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here come the Irish back on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Lofts one high and deep. What a snag by the defense. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah.
He's loose down the middle. The 50. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. FIU pushing tempo.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little more aggressive.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Notre Dame 51, Florida International 14.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to move the change. They throw it complete to the left. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I don't think the defense was expecting one on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Panthers!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Toss sweep right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to throw. It's small. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Past the first down marker and still running. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. At the 35, he's got room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He fires it out to the right. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Notre Dame 58, Florida International 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get hit.
And they knocked him down almost immediately. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's small. A shot toward the end zone. Fires and picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.